I don't even feel like turning my camera on.
I want to talk back. I want to get it on the Is it a bad idea? It's not a good idea. I don't advise it. You sound
Cinnamon!
The heat of the desert is where the Sun Devils thrive. Welcome to Tempe, Arizona, Mountain America Stadium, home to the Arizona State Sun Devils and the rich legacy formed by the likes of Frank Bush, Jake the Snake, and Pat Tillman. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Sun Devils will put total leather and we'll get started. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he winds up right where he would have on the touchback. Goes out of bounds at the 25. Offense set on first down. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Got room at the 35. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Auburn people love to recite their creed, and I think somewhere in there, it's you should run the football well.
That's definitely a part of their blueprint. Every championship team, every great Auburn team starts with the big guys up front, paving the way, running the football, establishing that first will make the Auburn fan base proud.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. To the ground. He's got it again. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room. So important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
And the fullback breaks off a nice gainer there. No such thing as just 3 yards in a cloud of dust with this guy. He can make people miss and get you a play.
Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Looking to throw for it. Working the middle, it's complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They move the tight end all over. The give to the back. They get him on the ground. He picked up about 4 yards, and the ball spotted at the 10.
Let it bust for a long one. Now, third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, the short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Give to the back. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they're aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness. Now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
Here comes the offense on 1st down. They'll put the tight end in motion. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll go to the ground. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
Now on first down from the 30. Looking to move it through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. On the move. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Using the quick game. He's in open space downfield. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
They'll throw it on first down. Dances away to buy time. He's got his man. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
And the Sun Devils will have it 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. A designed run for the quarterback. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive they look. Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Line gets set, first down. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck, no holes.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires.
That's the end of the first quarter. Score Arizona State 7, Auburn 0.
And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. on the option. Now the pitch. At midfield, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. At the 35, he's got room. Running toward the tape. Touchdown, Tigers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can... That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
The AT unit on the field. Smashes it through for the PAT. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Indiana is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up 14 over the Astronauts. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Looking downfield, it's Wells. He's going to take off. Still on his feet at the 45. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Got his man quickly.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always around, just exhausting.
You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
They want to run this quarterback. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. With jet sweep pass. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
And listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. That's still a successful play.
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State! Lining up for the PAT.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
He's got 98 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. And the sophomore has to get that one out in front of his receiver. Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on 2nd. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Got his man all by himself. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. The offense set for a first down play. Running back searching for a hole.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. Do a great job in the base defense making the play.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Using his feet to buy time. Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time? Trying to burn this defensive back. Wide open, he makes the catch. Flying down the left side. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
That is such a nice job by the receiver there in that trick play, acting like he's going to block and then getting downfield. He was wide open, thinking to himself, just don't drop this, just don't drop this. All he had to do was catch it and run it into the end zone.
Well, and I think people underestimate the timing of a flea flicker, right? When you got to hand the football off, get the toss back, and the quarterback now be in sync with the receiver, and he catches it, you're right, and then gets into the end zone like he's supposed to for the big-time play.
And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35.
Wassom Kevin.
They'll give it to him again. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. He's going to pass. And you'd like to think this sophomore wouldn't make a habit of trying to force passes into double coverage like that.
How about the linebacker breaking on the football, seeing the quarterback, the ball comes out.
Wassom Kevin.
Right to where the ball's going, nice anticipation, and swats the ball to the ground.
Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Going for the big play. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown Tigers. Reeled it in and just made the house call.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone.
Returner is tackled down at the 15. And your Arizona State Sun Devils will take over first and 10.
You is a who Kevin.
Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be
Gonna let it fly. Brings it down on the right side. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's first and 10 from the 38. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Back to throw, it's Wells. It's complete to the left. Stopped after making the catch. And the Sun Devils are in the hurry up. Quarterback will keep it. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Fires to the right. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Calls his own number. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
The defense, I think, was just more physical on that 4th down, guys. That was a designed quarterback run, and they're calling that because they're trying to get extra blockers at the point of attack and get a numbers advantage, but just the defense fighting off the blocks, being where they're supposed to be, and not letting the quarterback break free. You just can't do a better job than the defense did on that 4th down.
Real smart play. Great job. Get the positive yards, and then get your booty out of bounds.
One more snap coming before halftime. On the ground, it's Price. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
You just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
He'll turn it loose out to the right. Fires and picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Handoff to the single back. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
Power football with the run. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down.
It's a nice run there to get the 1st down. I got to tell you, I'm impressed with the stable of backs and the weapons this offense has. A lot of different guys can touch the football in a variety of ways, but they've been running it very, very well in this game so far.
Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's right on target. Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
A nice job by the quarterback there, working through his progressions. Nothing open down the field, so he checks it down to his drag route, coming from the slot receiver to get the completion.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Got enough space, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Auburn!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Eastern Michigan is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up by 26 over the Sharks. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Now on second down. To the air, it's Wells. Buys a little time with his feet. It's complete on the right side. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. From the shotgun, the inside give. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Tackle was made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the first down.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody open downfield, and he just decided to take off.
The Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive linemen, you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Palmer, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
Can't get him to the ground. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
On second down, looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Therasov. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage, they're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, going up top. Getting some heat. Steps away to find some room. Makes a connection. And he found all. it down to the 28.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the first down.
And the Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's the give off the left side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Right back to it. They make the stop, but he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Right? The line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And with that, they've taken the lead. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The back goes in motion. Looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Looking downfield, it's Wells. He's got his man, makes the grab. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
And 1st down for the offense. That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Auburn 24, Arizona State 21.
New set of downs after that completion. Wants to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Herrera. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Firing to the right, complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. He'll do it himself. Touchdown, Arizona State! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. The kickoff team on the field, he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. For the offense. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the quarterback is snowed under.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Tripped up for the tackle.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next third down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
Third and short from the 49. Is this four-down territory? Gonna run it. It's Price. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short.
Big moment here for the defense. Can you come up with one more stop? You've got the lead. It's fourth and short. You're kind of in no man's land, so you're expecting them to go for it. If you can get off the field right here, you can win this game.
They'll try to pick up the first. Plows through the defense. The Tigers will move the sticks with the first down. They needed less than a yard, didn't hesitate, didn't think about the field goal, probably a little long for that, but they get the first down.
And now that you've got it and a fresh set of downs, look at where they are in the field. You're sort of in that fringe area. There are a lot of coaches that like to take shots at this specific juncture of the field. Let's see what the offense does here.
They'll power it inside with the fullback. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week one, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter, and I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David.
Going to throw it over the top of the knee. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Tigers. They move on top here in the fourth. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Return runs out of bounds.
Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Now on the move. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. And the Sun Devils want to pick up the tempo. A run for the quarterback. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. The Sun Devils brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first. And the Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. He's got it on the right. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Well, this defense is trying to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
The Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got the first down and more. He's loose.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Wide out in motion. To the air, it's Wells. Using his legs to buy some time. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Quickly gets back on top of it and prevents a turnover. Well, after the quarterback put the ball on the deck, he went into damage control mode and was able to get back on top of it.
Yeah, he's really lucky. And you remember, quarterbacks, they're not practicing the same ball security as running backs are, per se, each and every week in practice, but that's no excuse. That quarterback has got to do a better job holding on to the ball.
And the misconnection on 3rd down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. He's looking to pass. Pressure coming. They got him. Big stop in the backfield, and what a stand by this defense to keep points off the board.
And that's the world we live in. You want to be aggressive. You want to get touchdowns. You don't want to kick field goals. Analytics says this. Well, now you get no points. And the defense bows up in a big part of the field, gets the big sack on 4th down and goal.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Now we've got a little game pressure, and we'll see how the offense responds in a 3-point game, Jesse.
I can't wait to see this quarterback and how he's going to be able to handle that pressure, David. How will he respond in this situation?
And just know it. Listen, I'm only up by 3 now. If I can make this a 2-score game, I can almost put this away in the 4th quarter.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. At the 35, he's open. Hit the afterburners, kid. He's at the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2.
The extra point is blocked. He's got a chance to take this one back. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. They had the extra point blocked. Now the kickoff unit out there and hoping things go a little smoother. He'll return it. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback.
Sun Devils will take over 1st and 10.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Buying some time. He's taking a deep shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where's the matchup? They can